you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are lost supporters of our team. We chant a super blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton.
Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by Image Cleaning and in conjunction through February with Blues for All. Live on a Monday night on the Tilton Talk and several other blues pages, and of course recorded for another airing on Switch FM 107.5 and DAB across the whole of Birmingham at 8 PM on a Tuesday. What a week for being a blues fan. All 3 points taken at St Andrews on Saturday with a slightly different formation, and tactically Gary Monk undid the former B6 manager Martin O'Neill. 2 goals, a stunning build-up for the first one, and Hotter coolly slipping the ball into the net. And then, of course, our hero, whose head wasn't turned by the lights of the Premier League, went out with his girlfriend for a birthday meal on transfer deadline day and remained firmly a blue. Upstepped for the penalty and coolly did it in the last minute in front of the Tilton. So the writing was on the wall for him to score, so he did just that. That's 16 goals so far this season. Loads to talk about today on the show tonight, always. As always, strap yourselves in and get ready for the ride on the world's one and only Tilton Talk Show.
It's Birmingham forever. Let's hear it from the stand. So come on, City, sing this song once more. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till
So transfer deadline day passed, and checks it with no deal. Let that be a lesson to those in government. What do you reckon, Bob?
I'm not getting political.
No
comment.
No comment.
No comment.
A checks it to you then.
No comment.
Great news that he stayed though, eh?
Yeah, brilliant. And, you know, it gives us an opportunity to look forward to the back end of the season rather than the normal doom and gloom that we have, where the player leaves and you're panicking about the fact that.
What's up? I mean, it's January winter's short and we've got no doom and gloom.
Yeah, well, I know.
It's
Yeah,
blues,
it's weird, isn't it? But the one thing you have to say is fair play to Adams. For not kicking up a fuss.
Yeah.
For staying grounded, and I'm sure he's listened to Gary Monk and James Beattie and the rest of the coaching staff. But also fair play to the board. The board get an awful lot of stick over the last couple of years, and especially over the FFP thing and the Pedersen saga and things like that. But actually, fair play, because I'm sure when that 12 million bid come in from Burnley, it could have been it would have been very easy for him to say, we need to make some sort of profit back quickly. Anything we can get around that mark we'll sell, but they've stuck to their guns. They've put a valuation on him. No one bet him, and he hasn't gone. So, well done, the board. Thank you, the board.
Thank you.
And fair play. Yeah.
And first time we've been able to say that for a long time.
Yeah. Well,
no, I haven't said that. They did.
They backed us massively. But at this situation now, fair play. Well done.
Yep. Thank you very much. Hotter in that role. Different player.
No, exactly the same player.
Exactly the same player, but
it's exactly the same player, and it's exactly what he can do. He did it against Middlesbrough. He started on the right hand side and drifts in, but actually when whether he drifts in from the right hand side or whether he starts in the middle, if he picks that ball up in between the lines of midfield and defence, if we can transition quickly and get the ball into him, and get him turning and running at the defence with options of Adams and Djukovic, he's going to cause problems, because defences know that they need to worry about Djukovic and Adams now, and especially Adams at the moment, and they're focused on those two. If we get the ball into Hotter in that area, anywhere in that area, 25, 30 yards out, you know, and he's got room to create things. He's going to cause problems. And he was absolutely superb. And again, I mentioned it on Facebook after the Swansea game, where he got a little bit of unfair criticism. I thought he's the only person in that team who can do that. The only person we have who's anywhere near the technical ability to do what he did on Saturday.
He's good at it.
He's brilliant at it, and yeah, that's why we bought him for $6 million. And like I said, without him, we don't have that option to do that. How we played on Saturday.
The tackle for that first goal though was immense, wasn't it?
Which for
our first goal. Well, the ball came out and their player got the ball and he tackled him, and then it bounced up and boom, boom, boom.
Right, yeah. But the whole way through, they were superb. I thought it was one of, you know, a massive fan of Kieftenbeld. But even I have to say that was one of the best performances I've seen him put in. He didn't lose one tackle. When he got the ball, he used it wisely. He kept hold of it when we had to, which is very rare for Blues players to do that, apart from Hotter. But he did it. He utilised the ball very well. He kept things going. He kept us moving when we were in possession, and the amount of interceptions he made, you know, to win us the ball back. And like I said, that one tackle which Blues put on their Twitter account in the first half is everything that epitomises Kieftenbeld.
Yeah.
He was magnificent again. Yeah.
Janie Tarbuck, and what about when Vassell come on? He looked dangerous. Keep right on.
He's quick, and he's gonna cause teams problems. And you know, even if he comes back 90% as quick as when we bought him, he's still going to be quicker than the vast majority of players in this division. You know, he was absolutely lightning. If he could get back to 100%, then absolutely fantastic. But even if he's lost, you know, half a yard of pace, he's still got enough pace to cause people problems. And the second goal where he won the penalty, you know, fair play to him, because it would have been very easy to go to the corner and try and keep the ball, you know, in the corner for the duration of time. But he sold his marker, got past him. It's actually a penalty on him. You know, he was tripped up, so you know, the penalty should have been awarded there. As it was, it's pulled back to Adams, and we get the penalty from the handball. So, but yeah, another bright 15-20 minutes from Vassell.
Crazy to get yourself sent off at that moment, though, isn't it? Really.
Well, he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice. The ball's going in the back of the net.
Yeah.
If he punches it off the line and they save it, and somehow they go up the other end of the pitch and score, then he's done his job.
It wasn't likely to happen, though, was it?
Unlikely, but you know, you can't just let it. He was never going to just let it go in. I think it's just human instinct to try and punch the ball off the line. To be fair,
I just had an arm moment a moment ago.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Goosebumps, yeah. Jez McDonough, lovely story. Little Tommy was discharged from hospital this evening.
That's great news.
Isn't that beautiful?
Brilliant.
Wonderful. Well done, Tommy. Get yourself right, and don't forget there's a spot here, there's a chair waiting for you on the Tilton Talk show. Only when you're fit enough and well enough, my little friend. But that is really, really, really good news. I'm ever so pleased for you all. Benji Smith, even Mags was sticking the tackles in. Proper commuted performance all round.
Yeah, Magoma. To be fair, the system that we played, if it didn't suit anybody, it didn't suit Magoma. You know, because Magoma likes to, you know, hug. I think he's at his best when he's hugging the touchline and taking people on down the wing. But you know, he, like you say, he got stuck in and he tracked back well. And you know, I don't think either fullback ever really seemed completely on their own. Gardner on the right hand side played a really pivotal role. Their left back wasn't the tallest left back, and I think Gardner on the right hand side caused them a lot of problems, but also gave us, you know, defensive stability as well. But yeah, it's not a dramatic system change. It's just a tiniest little tweak, and it worked wonders. And you know, Forest didn't see it coming, and it caused them problems.
All right, okay. My sister went to the game, and I was chatting to her partway through because I had to work at 6, so I couldn't get down. Why do you think St Andrews is such a quiet place? compared to what it used to be like. She said it wasn't very noisy at all.
I don't know. I don't know what to say because I thought it was all right. Actually.
Did you? She sits lower block front Tilton by the goal.
Right.
And thank you.
So I don't know. It seemed all right to me. If you're crying back for the 70s, then you're gone. Of
course I am.
But there's no point going.
No, I know.
There's no point going.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I would because if you're going to a game with 24,000 people there, and Forest bought a few, and we've won the game 2-0, and the atmosphere is how it was, and that's putting you off if you're coming away thinking, oh, it's not like how it used to be. Then I'm not sure it's the place for you. To be fair,
you're not sure it's the place for me.
I don't know what more you want. I don't know what you want from football. If that atmosphere on Sunday is not enough,
I'm only saying what my sister said. I wasn't there, so I can't comment.
Yeah. But if that atmosphere on Saturday with 24,000 at home to Forest is not enough, you're probably. Well, I don't know what sport you need to be watching.
Says it was really cold on Saturday anyway, so that could be a valid excuse.
Well, it was freezing cold, but it didn't dampen the atmosphere.
No.
I don't know. I've got no answer.
Well, Paul Gill says it was quiet until we scored. Forest were quite noisy, but were finished after we took the lead.
But we took the lead after like 15 minutes.
13.
So, I don't. I've got no answer. I've got no answer. I feel like I'm rambling on, but I've got no answer for it. The atmosphere was good. The atmosphere was good. You're not going to have people standing in urine, dancing around, having a fantastic time, earning £1.20 an hour in the like you were in the 70s. I'm on the wrong show. If you want to talk about that, I thought it was very good on Saturday.
Okay, well, there's a difference of opinion, and we just respect that.
Yeah.
Move on. Couple of things. Firstly, something that I read on Facebook, and I can't remember who wrote it down. I should have credited him for it, and I'm genuinely sorry, but I will read it out. What a fantastic result that was to chop the Forest down. Some of the officiating today was atrocious, namely towards the end of the first half when Adams was chopped down from behind in the area, but the ref didn't see it, as neither did the linesman, and yet both were in direct line with it. Then the second half, the ex-Viler grab-on was 4 yards offside before he received the ball, and the linesman never flagged it. Some of this officiating this season has been, in best parts, atrocious. Although I had a great afternoon with my two younger brothers, younger sister and my niece, and my nephew, K2 security put a dampener on it. I was sat with my niece 2 rows back from the front, and when we were awarded the penalty, he stood in direct line of sight, so my niece, who was only 9, couldn't see. I asked him to either move or sit down so he could see, and he politely called me a fat 4-eyed something and to shut the something up and sit down in front of my niece. Now, my niece hears the swearing when she's at the game, and it's part and parcel of the beautiful game, but to be verbally abused by a muppet from K2 is unacceptable, especially in front of my niece. Safe to say I confronted him at the end of the match for an apology, not for me but for my niece, and he kindly said, "Kiss my backside." I was livid, especially to the point where I almost got over the handrail in the west paddock to get at him. I know I should not have done that, but I do not bring my niece to a match to hear me getting verbally abused by K2. It's not acceptable, and I'll be putting a complaint to the club about K2 on Monday morning. I can take most things, but not in front of my niece. If she hadn't been sat with me, I would have laughed at him, but she was with me, and she should never have to hear a muppet verbally abusing a member of her family.
It's disgusting. It's just disgusting, isn't
it? It's difficult to comment on it because it's not us, and we haven't.
No, that's right.
We weren't there.
Yeah.
If he's done that, then put the complaint in with the club. Let the club deal with it.
Yeah.
I lose a little bit of sympathy when he says he went to go over the hoardings at him, because if you're that appalled that your niece has heard bad language and then you go and try and scrap, then that's not exactly the image you want to show your niece. So, but
no, it's not.
Get him reported. Let's get him
exactly.
Out.
That's what you want to do.
We don't want him
through the proper and
official. The stewarding has had issues before. Yeah. If this has happened, tell another steward. Tell
the chief steward.
Report to the club. don't take it into your own hands. But and it's frustrating. I understand that, but nobody wants to be spoken to in that way, especially by a member of the security. But
that's disgusting.
But I thought I'd just bring it up anyway, as just oops, the old phone's going mental now already.
But also, I felt that the referee actually had a really good game.
Somebody else has just mentioned that actually.
I disagree with that one. A lot of this season, especially on you could go back to Tuesday night at Swansea, and the referee was appalling on Tuesday night. Very much I'm in control. Look at me. I'm gonna make my mark on this game. But you get referees like that. But I thought the referee on Saturday was decent. I remember the grab and call. He did look an absolute mile offside. But that's not the referee's call. That's the referee's assistant. In terms of the referee, I thought he had a decent game. For a minute, I didn't think he was actually going to give the handball on the line. It took him what felt like an age to actually give the penalty at the end. But thankfully he did. And but I thought he was one of the better ones we've had this season actually.
Anyway, something funny that came up.
Here we go.
And as we go out on Switch tomorrow, all across Birmingham, I'll read this. It was a tweet from somebody across the city. Absolutely shocking once again. Ming looked solid, McGinn grafted as always. Wingers were shocking, fullbacks were shocking. Liverpool just shows how poor we are. 74 minutes for Smith to make a change. The first 45 showed a change was needed. No plan B from Smith once again, and all them people jumping on people's posts calling us negative. Just let this sink in. Our rivals are under a transfer embargo are above us again. Play better football than we do. Fight the hearts out for a result. Forget the playoffs and going up. We can't even do the basics right. You know what? It was joy.
Let's hope it's long-lived.
Did you listen to a certain radio station on the way in?
I listened to a portion of it.
Did you hear the poor fan who was like really, really morose and
no,
bless him.
No,
bless him. Anyway, back.
I have absolutely zero interest in what any of their fans are thinking.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. Zero interest.
Right, no one can moan about refs until they've witnessed a performance from Roger Wiseman. You've got to be old school to remember him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beyond me.
I do agree. Paul Gill says about the penalty, he was checking the ball across the line as it would have meant no red card for them.
Ah, well, that makes sense. That's a fair point. Yeah.
But
he seemed like he was looking at his assistant on the cop side. So I don't know whether he might have been looking at him saying, "Has that crossed the line? What do we think?" But there was absolutely no question that he punched it off the line. Yeah.
Scott Strange, hi guys. When is the date for the official EFL hearing to find out our fate? We
do not know.
I don't know if anybody knows.
No, I don't think
the EFL might just... It might be like an Ofsted inspection. Like the EFL will just phone us one day and say, okay, it's tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to have it tomorrow.
Or a food inspection. You get 5-star ratings.
But you get a day's notice or whatever. But.
But no, unfortunately, Scott, nobody knows at this point in time. Somebody at the club may know, but we as supporters certainly don't know.
No.
Right, we've spoke about Forest, but let's discuss how poor Wes Harding was Tuesday. Twice he let them stick the ball into McBurney.
Yeah.
Bad day at the office. Because he was solid.
Just defensively in general, we didn't look as solid as we have done for the vast majority of the season. Obviously, it's Camp's mistake for the first goal. But the second and third goal have both come from their left wing, and Harding unfortunately has not been able to stop the cross. The first one, McBurney's got free, and then obviously the last one in the last minute is, I think, a little bit more disappointing because the cross has gone so deep, and we've not only have we lost the header on the back post, but nobody's followed McBurney into the middle, 6 yards out to stop him getting the tap in, unfortunately.
Basic
but
mistake,
it's just it's a little bit of a lapse in concentration, in the last minute of what was a tough game away at Swansea. They were in good form, and They played all right on the night. I thought, for us to be 3-2 up in the last minute was testament to the effort we put in to get back into the game, because I thought they showed a little bit of control, Swansea, for the vast majority of the game. Obviously, when we're 3-2 up there, we're not going to have a lot of the ball, and they were chasing the equaliser. But yeah, I think I put some on Facebook mainly because of the main criticism. Bulk of the criticism was towards the goalkeeper and to Hotter again. I know Andrew Cash is tuned in and mentioned this earlier. I just felt, of all the people to be criticising after a 3-3 draw, the only player who can keep the ball was a little bit of a strange one when you've got defensive mistakes that happen that cost us a couple of points. I think Harley Dean spoke on the radio afterwards and said he was disappointed with his action, with his performance in the last minute, and he felt culpable, if you like, to drop in a couple of points there, which
big enough of him to say so.
He's held his hands up, and that you want to see that. That's fair enough.
Can I just say, there was 2 fantastic saves in the first half.
Oh yeah.
The one from the free kick is top draw.
That was fantastic.
The one in the second half from the free kick where it's more of a reactionary one. He's very good as well, and actually that was good to see, because the one thing that you could possibly throw at him is he is a little bit slow to react at times.
Not then.
But he was on his toes, and that was another good save.
Lightning speed, though, wasn't it?
But it's but
Oh,
unfortunately, we were having a conversation on the Facebook Messenger earlier. Unfortunately, you are going to get moments this season like the first goal at Swansea. You are. He's not David De Gea by any stretch of the imagination. So you're going to have those moments. But he's going to make saves. I thought he was good against Forest on Saturday. But I made this point the other week when I had my little rant, that it's either people either consider him to be the worst goalkeeper in the world, and then when he makes a save, it's a worldie and it's top class, and he's proving that he can make world class. He's made good saves, and he made decent saves on Saturday, and he commanded his area quite well on Saturday. So when we keep a clean sheet, it doesn't mean that he's world class. And when he throws one in like he did on Tuesday night, it doesn't mean he's the worst goalkeeper in the world. There is a balance. He's a decent enough keeper. He's nothing to write home about in terms of if ever we got promoted, I don't think he'd hold his own in the Premier League. But he's the best we've got. He's the best character we've got in goal, and that is that.
No, I agree.
Personally.
Okay. Slightly different subject from Kevin French. What do you chaps think about them playing Keep Right On before the game? Do we need coaching to sing? It's the anthem of the club.
Yeah. The last couple of weeks, the last couple of games, they've cut it off at a decent point, and then everybody's carried on the singing, which was quite good. Against Forest, they played it all the way through, and it was a little bit weird. I think I don't mind them playing it, to get people in the mood, and then cut it off at a decent point, and then let the crowd carry on. I've got no issue with that.
Yeah, and I don't think it's been coaching about being singing. It's
no,
our club anthem, so.
Yeah, and they're trying to get. They're trying to get the atmosphere going before kick-off, which is fair enough.
Stephen Gills asked a question: how many games has Pedersen got for his red card? I believe it was
just the one. Yeah, no, 2 yellow cards wouldn't be more than one. I don't think so. I think he should be back available for.
Yeah, and go back onto Camp Adam Wilkes. Camp was Marmite, which I thought I called him on the Tilton Talk page.
Yeah, well, but that's the point. He doesn't need to be Marmite. He's all right. He's not. He's not the worst keeper we've ever had at Blues, and he's not the greatest goalkeeper in the world. He's all right. It's all right.
I mean, we have had some pedigree at Blues.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've
I
had
think
some
it's
cracking
unfair.
keepers
We've
over
been
the last
spoiled,
10
haven't we?
years,
We've been
but we've
spoiled.
also had some
Yeah.
dog awful
Oh,
ones
crikey, yeah,
over the years, haven't we?
Yeah. We've had
You know?
we've had some mingers, especially in mine and Nick's
Yeah.
time and
Yeah.
period.
You know, so...
We've had some good ones. We've had some mingers.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, so...
Anybody name any Minger goalkeepers that we've had?
Well,
Minger goalkeepers.
Gary Sprake, God rest his soul.
Gary Sprake,
he wasn't
yeah.
the greatest
Has he passed
keeper
away,
that
didn't he,
came
or
to our club.
Gary Sprake passed away. I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't think it was too long ago. I'll find out. Yeah.
Gregory Beasley was sat in the GMU on Saturday and he got vertigo. Any news on the main stand being redeveloped? Keep right on.
Knock it down, for Christ's
Don't
sake.
upset Ray.
Saying nothing, he's
When
listening.
is the Ray Hobro stand going to be knocked
Saying nothing.
down?
I'm also not repeating Paul Gill's comment that he put on Messenger earlier.
Oh, the one that
Just
upset Ray?
foul-mouthed.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Don't forget, lovely, all you've got to do is share this on your personal Facebook page to be in the chance for
Andy
next week's
Gosney.
competition.
Andy Gosney, was that
yes.
a bad one as well?
Yeah, he wasn't so clever.
Yeah.
All you've got to do is share this on your personal Facebook page to be in a chance for next week's competition. The competition will draw in 15 minutes or so, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Gary Sprake died 18th of October 2016, so it was only a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Pete Taylor says my thoughts of him rhymes with Marmite.
Oh, there you go then.
Oh yeah, somebody just mentioned Keith. He had a great game as well.
He was, we
Great
said it
game.
at the start. It was brilliant.
Emerging,
You know, in that deeper role.
Yeah.
Like I said, he won every tackle. A couple of them absolutely ferociously won, and that got the crowd up. But also, more importantly, I think, when he got the ball, he used it well, and he used it intelligently. And he kept us moving rather than slowing everything down, and that helped us, in our offensive plays. And yeah, it was one of the best games I've seen Clifton Bell have. And when he puts in performances like that, you think what a bargain for buying him for 200 grand, and you think B, the anger of Harry Redknapp for even contemplating getting rid of him for 100 grand to Derby.
Thank you for not signing on the line.
Yeah.
Richard Kingston's getting some votes. Do you remember?
Yeah, he didn't play very many games. I think under Bruce.
Where did he come from?
He
Was it Wolves? Was it Wolves? No.
No.
Crystal Palace. No.
I'm not sure, but he didn't play many games. I think he was under the Bruce time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wasn't very good either.
Bart Grimmink. Don't remember that one.
Knock down the Hobro stand, except for his seat.
just leave one
Just
seat.
leave one.
No,
Yeah.
one for Christina as well.
Oh yeah.
Other kids.
One,
So, no,
one
four.
deck chair. One deck chair.
Yeah.
So no, 5 seats, so he could bring a friend.
Oh yeah, and Christina as well. Yes. No, she could have a posh chair next to him.
Paul Ipswich has gone for Ryan Price, Andy Marriott, Bart Greenink, and Andy Gosney. Those are his 4 worst. Roger Hansbury.
Hansbury, yeah.
Jim Herriot. I thought Jim Herriot was quite a good goalkeeper, but there you go. Harry Williams didn't seem to. The horse was okay in goal. Yeah, he had that one day, didn't he?
Superb 20 minutes or so. Yeah.
Thanks, John Downey, for
Paul Gill says the bench is looking stronger by the week. Allows Monk to vary his tactics now.
Yeah, he's obviously Digger's on his way back as well. He's played in that behind doors under 23, didn't he? So he's come through that without.
But it's options, and it's when we have 3 games in a week, it doesn't mean necessarily that Monk has to play the same 11 every game. Which which at the end of Christmas we were it looked like we were on our last legs a little bit, the players, and so. Any chance you get to freshen it up, or if someone's had an iffy couple of games, put a bit of pressure on him by the players who are on the bench, then it's definitely definitely more positive than it was come November.
Jez, that wasn't very nice. Knock the Ray stand down with him in his seat. It's a bit harsh. A bit harsh. I like Ray. He's all right. He's a nice guy. Oh dear, dear me.
Charlie also mentions the atmosphere as well. He says, "Amazing me how the attendance has improved, but the singing is dead. We should need the away fans to remind us it's a library. Let's get the singing back to how it used to be. Keep right on," says Charlie.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Well,
Ryan, Hall,
go back to.
we can't go back in time.
Well, we need
don't
a
have
time machine.
We don't have time machines. We don't have time machines.
It's an absolute pipe dream.
We can make
It's
it
a pipe dream.
We
I
make
don't know
it
why. I don't know
so
why it is a
hostile on
pipe
away
dream.
days. We make it so hostile on away
Continuum.
days.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, anyway.
It's a pipe dream that I don't know why people hark back to.
Did you struggle for anything to say?
I'm a little bit lost for words about it all, but you know.
Vic saying the two best things Redknapp did was keep us up and get Shea on a 5-year contract. Yeah,
Probably.
so he's probably got
Yeah.
3 years of that to run now, hasn't he?
And almost
Yeah,
get
3.5.
signed.
Yeah, 3 in the summer. So that was the point about him leaving. You know, as I've said the last couple of weeks, it might sound stupid. It might sound a ridiculous amount of money, but 20 million for a young English striker who's got 15 goals in the league now in the Championship. You know, who's only going to get better. It's not like he got 20 last season and has had 4 this season. You know, he is in the absolute peak of what he's doing at the moment. You know, so to 20 million. 20 million is not an outrageous amount of money.
No.
To ask for a young English striker who is banging in goals for fun and in the confidence of his life.
And no one
with 3.5 years.
Nobody bid.
With 3.5 years left on his contract.
And nobody
No.
bid though.
No, 12 million. 12 million was
Yeah.
apparently the highest. You're nowhere near.
David Curry will Bolton be a sellout. It's looking that way.
You'd like to think
depends what we
so.
class as a sellout.
You'd
though,
like to
doesn't it?
think, well, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd like to think so. With
Tenner
it's
anyway?
very good ticket prices.
I'm in block 39 for that one.
Tuesday night, but it's Bolton, and you know what better chance if we get a decent result against QPR as well? What better chance at carrying on the little run that we're developing?
6 points.
Yeah, it'd be
Could be.
it'd be really good to
Could
go
be
into
there.
that Bolton game with even more confidence than we've got now. You know, Bolton aren't in the best of form and in the best situation at the moment, and you know this little run could catapult us back to where we thought we were dropping away from.
Pete Taylor said this must be pre-recorded. This must be pre-recorded. This must be. No, it's not.
No, it's
No, it's
definitely
all
not.
live.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
it
not.
didn't take you long to miss.
It's all live.
Crazy talk. Right, Jim Montgomery. Jim Montgomery was a brilliant goalkeeper, Mandy Irvine. Jim Montgomery was definitely a brilliant goalkeeper. One of my favourites. The old white hair, curly haired guy. Do you remember him?
Who? Sorry.
Jim Montgomery.
Oh yeah, Jim. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Monty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay.
A
A catering question. When was it stopped from taking your food to your seat and drinks to your seat?
It hasn't stopped.
You can't. Right. You can still, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I certainly did the other week.
Yeah, I
I
enjoyed
know
a
somebody mentioned
piping
it
hot
earlier,
bovril
I
in my
couldn't
seat.
see- can't find it now. But yeah, somebody. Yeah.
Unless it's alcohol,
Oh, hang on.
obviously.
When since can you not take refreshments out in the GM upper? Oh, we don't know about the GM upper.
Out
Where would you want to take him? Where would you want to take them out?
to your seat.
I'm guessing you. Yeah.
No, you're allowed to do
Of
that.
course you can. Yeah.
You've been
Not,
out there.
not alcohol, though, can you?
No, not obviously
no,
not
of course
alcohol.
you
No,
can't
but-
do that anyway.
no, no.
Okay.
But if someone stopped you
Well, Terry
taking
Dempsey
food
saying
or
K2 kicked back into the concourse a dad and 2 sons about 10 years old for eating hot dogs.
no,
Can't see that.
absolute horseradish.
Oh, of course.
And if that is true, then get onto the club.
Oh,
immediately.
hang on. Only the GM upper is banned food and drink since the Villa Cup game, I think. Says Paul.
GM upper.
Yeah.
Ah, well, that's a different match
The
altogether.
Olympic. Yeah.
If you've got, you can sort of understand why, but
Vic saying it's signposted everywhere.
Oh, well, there you go.
Didn't see.
I haven't been in the GM upper, obviously, so
I shall have a look next time I'm in there.
Yeah.
In March.
so
In March. Unless, of course, I go before. 2 guys by me in the GM upper. had to take their coffee back inside the
Right.
table.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Damn, I mean,
It's probably a health and safety thing.
but you can't have it both ways. When we're at Wolves, when we go when we play with Wolves away,
Yeah.
and we're all in that little chicken run on the side
That's right,
stand,
yeah, we just
and
got
we get all sorts of things thrown on
coins,
us,
yeah, coins,
and people say you can't let them do that, and then we want to take our coffee into the GM upper. So you can't have it both ways, unfortunately. If you want protection from when you go away from home, you've got to understand that that's going to come the same way when you're at your home games.
Dennis saying you're not allowed in the GM upper with food. My daughter got stopped with sweets, as they say she could have thrown them at fans. I know, but it's...
But you can't have it both ways. You can't moan at Wolves.
And she's a hooligan, so
Well, it's the family, isn't it?
yeah.
It's a dodgy family.
Yeah, they all are. So
Yeah.
that's odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Poor
know.
girl can't have food and drink, but we get spat on at Wolves and Villa Park.
You
said it, I know.
Nobody can stop. The stewards can't stop you spitting down on the Villa fans in the GM upper, can you?
No.
So, no, there's nothing the stewards can do about that. But they can stop you taking a hot drink and pouring that over the away fans, which is, in my opinion, sensible. As I wouldn't particularly like hot drinks being thrown over me if I was in the away end.
Nobody would.
Well, so you can't really complain, can you?
That'll make me laugh.
Yeah, right. Another complaint then from a gentleman, I won't read his name out. Visited the D bar before the game, ordered 5 pints of Foster's, that's £20 worth, was served by a truly vile girl who poured half pints for the first 4, then topped them up, which I let go, then dipped below the bar to get to top the 5th pint up, to which I said, I'm not drinking that, I don't know how long it sat there. Or if it's just slops, pour me a fresh one, please. She did so, commenting to a colleague, so much attitude today, I'm holding my patience. I completely flipped. Horrible attitude, awful customer service, completely rude, and a good job I held my patience. Last time I drink in there, methinks.
Report it. Simple.
Same as.
Report it.
But, we have to talk about good and bad.
You're not at a 5-star restaurant. They get told to pour half pints. If you were waiting 20 minutes, you'd be saying, why am I waiting 20 minutes? If everybody got poured a fresh pint and you were waiting 20 minutes, you'd be absolutely livid.
It was something we called them. We were calling on a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Why haven't people got points
Yeah.
lined up?
Yeah.
You can't win.
You cannot win.
You can't win.
You can't win.
The bad attitude. To be fair to whoever posted it, he did say I let go the fact that they were pouring half pints and then topping them up.
Yeah.
But the bad attitude you can report and complain about.
I'd report it. Yeah.
But you can't be complaining about half pints when you'd be moaning if it was 20-minute queues.
Yeah.
Ian Lomas, can you take your drink into the Ray Hobro stand?
Only if Ray
Well, he
lets
has
you.
taken off. I don't
take a
guess.
beg in
You
there.
have to get it past Ray first.
Ray's rules. Bless him, he's going for a bit of stick tonight. Oh dear. Right, next up.
Next up, QPR away.
Yep.
Yeah, they're at the start of the season. I think I had QPR as a side that I was thinking might struggle. They're like us. They were told they were going to be under some sort of embargo. I think they managed to get a few loan deals through, but mainly relying on younger members of the squad that were coming through towards the back end of last season. But they've had a really good start to the season. But tailed off a little bit over the last few weeks.
Yeah, currently sitting in 14th.
I don't think they've won in 5 league games.
No.
Losing the last 3. And their run, I was having a look at their next few fixtures earlier on, and it's actually a really, really tough run. They've got us on Saturday, and then they've got Bristol City, Leeds, Middlesbrough and West Brom in the 4 games after that as well.
So Bristol City 6th, Leeds 2nd, West Brom 4th, Middlesbrough 5th.
That's a really tough run for QPR. They haven't won in 5. Might not win in the next 5. Then they start to look over their shoulders a little bit. They've got the cup replay against Portsmouth tomorrow night as well, which is a game they probably didn't want. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of QPR side they put out tomorrow night if they rest players. but yeah, I think it's an opportunity for us to go there and away from home. We got a good point away from home at Swansea, and I think we could probably go and do the same on next Saturday. So,
and then of course Blackburn.
Yeah, and that's a tough one as well. After
Bolton.
Bolton, that would be
Is that away?
Then Blackburn.
No, Blackburn at home.
Blackburn at home.
Yeah,
Blackburn at home, Bolton at home. Yeah,
Yeah.
so there could be two interesting games there.
Yeah, but they're coming thick and fast again. So we had Swansea on this Tuesday, and then Forest, and then we got a week rest here, but then we got 3 games in 7 days again. So it's all systems go, and get back onto the training ground this week, prepare for QPR, and then take each game as it comes, as boring as it sounds.
9th of February, then QPR.
Yeah.
3 o'clock kickoff. 12th of February, 7:45 kickoff. Bolton. 23rd of February, Blackburn.
Oh.
3 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, okay. So it's not 3 games in a week. There must be internationals.
And 26th, Bristol City away.
Yeah, that's a tough
And then, of course,
game.
we go into March. Oh, look at the second game of March. Look at the second game of March.
Long way away, yeah.
What game's that?
Flipping Blues. Yeah. Long way away for that. Yeah.
Are we going to talk about Robbie Savage?
Yes, we're going to talk about Robbie Savage. Did you hear the comments that he came out with? Oh, it was funny. Come on, it's
not funny.
Why
It's not funny.
It's
not funny because if something happened, God forbid they knock the stuffing out of us in March.
It's still
football.
funny.
It's very, very important to keep yourself grounded in football because you are only 5 games away from getting it thrown back in your face.
We get very few of these, very far a few of these sort of like little snippets and good.
But Robbie Savage as well. Like
Just jumping on the
man who completely disrespected our club to the max. I mean, I didn't find it. I don't find anything he says remotely interesting.
No.
And because it was taken into account.
Yeah, you suddenly cheered up, haven't you, Robert?
I'm just saying, Robert.
A lot better.
Just saying, below Birmingham, unbelievable.
You suddenly feel a lot better. Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
And that's
below
why-
Birmingham.
Absolutely, that's why I'm ringing up.
We won't play all of
We're
it.
absolutely abject, as I said in the 6-second segment. Abraham apart, he scored a lot of goals for us. We've done, well off the loan, the loan spell. But
Anyway, it goes on and on and on and on. Don't it?
Yeah.
we finished above
What was
us.
it like, though?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Everton fan said before about Liverpool winning the league. He wouldn't like that either, would he?
I do. I thought it was quite funny.
I thought it was quite funny. I think it's been quite a funny weekend.
Yeah.
I think we all need to
The
take
Jeff
a-
Stelling one
a
as well.
calm-
Did that one? Did you hear that one?
Well, apart from that was 3 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah. I don't know how it came back up, but that
Thought
was
he said
3 years
Saturday.
ago.
No.
No. That was a long
Oh,
time
right.
ago.
Okay.
It's the start of February. We are both 4 points off the playoffs.
Yep.
The moment we start mocking and taking advantage of this, it's going to hurt so badly come May if the worst happens. So let's all just take a breather and
The
enjoy.
worst happened on the last game.
Pardon?
What do you mean when the worst happens?
If the worst happens,
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we're still potentially facing a 15-point.
exactly. There is still
That
a
puts
very
us-
realistic
that puts us
possibility
fourth from
that there
relegation.
could be 2 divisions between us and them next
that puts
season.
us 4th from the bottom.
So
How's
everybody take a breather, please, and just enjoy the football that we're watching.
Oh, you take
Enjoy
all
the
my
results
fun
we're
away.
getting. Don't worry about anybody else because we are only a day away from being seriously in trouble again. Yeah.
Right, on a serious note, 12 months ago, young
Sorry.
blue-nosed Ben Collins was given months to live after being diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer, Ewing sarcoma. Fast forward to February 2019, and Ben is remarkably defying the odds and living life to the full. In recognition of World Cancer Day, the 4th of February, Ben and his family were invited back to St Andrews to enjoy a day of hospitality at the Nottingham Forest match on Saturday. As part of Ben's special day, he was greeted by Michael Morrison and Connell Trueman. The Blues duo presented him with signed gifts and gave plenty of encouragement to the budding goalkeeper. A year ago, Ben met Michael when he was a mascot, and it was certainly a happy reunion for the duo. The 2-0 victory certainly helped Ben have a fantastic day. We didn't actually envision being back at the game with Ben, said Rebecca, Ben's mum. When Ben was a mascot last year, we had a massive amount of messages from fans, and I just want to say thank you to everyone. At the end of every message was keep right on, and Ben has kept right on. Ben faces surgery next month to remove the remaining cancerous tumours. Keep fighting and keep right on, Ben. And credits for that through the Birmingham City website, www.bcfc.com. Great news for the young man. Great news for the young man.
More brilliant work for next week's guests that they're doing.
Just amazing. It does. Something comes out almost every week, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're doing
Almost
fantastic
every
work.
We have to say a big thank you to Paul Gill as well for his.
I was just coming to that.
Oh, there you go. Psychic. I'm septic.
And was absolutely thrilled to see a photograph of little Scarlett the other night on Facebook with her Belle. And Beau and Belle are now reunited in her life, and she is she's absolutely over the moon with it. So thank you very much, Paul Gill, for your generosity, and of course to everybody at the Tilton Talk show for highlighting the cause.
Blues fans are
Highlighting the
brilliant
cause.
tonight. They're fantastic.
They can be.
They're fantastic.
More great things that are going on at St Andrews. Sleep Under the Stars at St Andrews. This is the Jeff Horsfield Foundation Stadium Sleep Out. That will be on the 15th of February, 8 p.m. in the evening till 8 a.m. in the morning. And it's going to be February, so it's going to be cold. So
Hardy
don't
souls.
experience it. Don't experience it. And yeah, I think I'll read this as well. Blues and the Jeff Horsfield Foundation are inviting fans to take part in the Stadium Sleep Out on Friday 15th of February 2019. The event will be held at St Andrews Trillion Trophy Stadium, with supporters getting the chance to sleep in the Cop and the surrounding concourse with Jeff Horsfield from 8 till 8 in the morning. The Stadium Sleep Out is to support the Foundation's vision of ending homelessness in Birmingham by building a one-stop homeless centre in the city. The Jeff Horsfield Foundation, the club's official charity partner, supports homeless and vulnerable people in the city of Birmingham by providing quality, safe, secure and supported housing accommodation. The Sleep Out is a charity event designed to give an insight into the severity of sleeping conditions that many people in our city have to face not only on one night but every night of the year. The Stadium Sleep Out is limited to 100 people with a fundraising target of £100 per person. There will be added prize incentives for the top fundraisers. The Jeff Horsfield Foundation... I've lost it now. The Jeff Horsfield Foundation will receive 100% of the sponsorship money. Participants must be aged 16 plus, and children aged 16 to 18 must be accompanied by a responsible adult. Click here for terms and conditions, and click here for the suggested kit list. This event will sell out in advance, so please register as soon as possible to avoid disappointment. Please note there is a £25 registration fee. This will be deducted from the £100 minimum sponsorship target with a button to register now, and that also is on www.bcfc.com. You can go and join in there.
I think James is doing it, isn't he?
James,
last week.
Yep. Is
Is
Emily doing it as well?
Not sure.
Just James.
I think
just
James is.
And we've got to get our tenors to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have messaged Emily in the week. And,
Kevin Kelly said, I'm sleeping under the hand drying cop, gents 1.
who?
Kevin Kelly.
Under the hand dryer.
Sensible approach.
It's going to be cold.
Jez wants to know, will somebody be there to
No.
everyone know?
I don't expect that from Jez. I expect it from Paul Gill.
Yeah.
Not from Jez.
Paul must have.
Adam Wilkes, Mr. Fun should do the sleep out, but parachute into the stadium to start off. It's the best suggestion of the night so far.
It is. Well, not many suggestions coming. If that's the
Pete Taylor, I did the Cop sleep out queuing for playoff final tickets. I did as well, and also for the Leyland Daft Cup final.
Yep, I mean.
Lots of keep right ons for young Ben. Any comments on the ridiculous story in the Times Sunday? Have you read this?
I've got a few
Right,
comments
okay.
about that.
The floor is all
We've
yours.
got somebody in this room that reads the Times.
No.
Oh, God.
You've seen the snippet
No.
on Facebook. haven't
Yeah, Kevin French has just put it. Will we get extra punishment from the EFL for not accepting the 12 million bid from Burnley?
Oh, so yeah,
I
I
am
think so.
in no way, shape or form any sort of legal advice or solicitor, no legal knowledge whatsoever.
No, I-
However, I would be
My lord.
unbelievably surprised if the EFL would have any legal stance to punish us further for not selling our player. I mean,
No,
to
I
suggest that there is any sort of ruling that forces us to sell our players for a price that we don't think is enough just to get ourselves. How do the EFL know what we're planning to do to improve our profit and sustainability? How do they know what we're doing? We could do anything.
Yeah.
We could do anything to raise money to improve our profit and sustainability.
To be honest,
So to suggest
no team has set a precedence in that sort of
exactly.
You know what I mean?
How that story has even come about. I mean, far be it from me to suggest a journalist has just made something up off the top of his head, but I honestly, sue me for defamation if you want, but honest to God, there is absolutely no stance that the EFL would be able to get away with that.
Yeah. no, I
Never
agree.
in a million years in a court of law would that stand up.
Maybe Neil might
Forcing
tweak it to
us to sell our asset at a value,
At best.
a value that we don't deem fair. That's an outrageous thing to suggest, and to punish us even further for that would be
Yeah.
it'd be the ultimate final insult from the EFL.
Unless something
There's-
was said prior to the EFL. From,
like what?
From
Like what? You have
from the board to say this is what we're going to do.
Well, if
And then didn't.
they've promised the EFL that we will sell Che Adams in January,
Yeah.
they are idiots.
Yeah.
And the
No.
praise I've given them at the start of the show, I take back.
Nobody
It's
would
just
say that he wouldn't be injured. At that point.
and all, exactly. How do we know he might have got one goal between in this season, and he'd be worth 5 million in people's eyes?
Yeah.
Ding. 1-0 Liverpool.
That's the worst news of the night.
Sorry, you just have to bring it. You know what I mean?
But you know, there's absolutely no way they'd be able to get away with it.
Yeah.
No way. It's a scaremongering story.
Yeah.
Clickbait.
Probably, yeah,
Yeah.
Just to wind a few Blues fans up, probably
Oh,
get
yeah,
a few
yeah, yeah.
people commenting on the story and get the story out there.
Mike Smith, I don't think it is that they wanted us to sell him. I think it's that we didn't, and because of this, we might not make enough money to please them.
Oh, right. So where in the EFL rule book and the EFL charter does it say we have to sell our players?
Is it one?
Where?
That's what I'm saying. There is no
What an
precedent.
absolute load of tosh.
Yeah.
No way, they wouldn't be able to get away with it.
Sell the main stand to balance the books from Dennis.
Yeah, so right to balance the
I mean,
book.
I can imagine clubs that have sold players to
Yeah,
but not been told.
Brilliant, but
not
you
been
can't
told.
enforce a club
No.
to sell their most valuable asset at a price that they don't deem is currently fair in the market.
Maybe
one-
knock the main
one
stand
from-
down to
one
balance the
from
books.
Ray main stand Hobro. Surely we're getting punished for what we've done and not what we didn't do.
Yeah, that's another fair comment. But that's like what I said. How do the EFL know what we are doing? You know, so that they punish us is because we could have bought £12 million in and didn't. How do they know we're not bringing £12 million in other via other sources?
Surely they should be told.
Yeah, but we're supposedly in daily dialogue with the EFL.
Exactly. Yeah.
So It's absolute rubbish.
Yeah.
It's rubbish.
All right, one from Daniel O'Sullivan. Suggestion here: could the club sell 10-year season tickets to increase income? Yes, they probably could, but what are we going to do in 10 years' time? We don't know what
over the course of the next 9 years as well.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't make any difference because you'd apportion, you'd accrue for however many years you're getting for anyway.
I remember a certain London team doing that many years ago.
Yeah.
I think it works.
10-year season ticket.
That's a lot of money to shell out.
It's also a long time, I'm 57 now. Or am I going to make it to 67?
Oh, no. No way.
And just says they can't force to sell anything. We just had sold more shares and had another loan.
Yeah.
The sale of shares will help, but taking out a loan wouldn't help profit and sustainability. But
yeah.
The point which we keep getting told is we're constantly in dialogue with the EFL. We're constantly talking to them to make sure that we're staying within the rules. If we're in constant dialogue with them, like every other day, and it comes to the 28th of January, don't you think if they had any thought of punishing us for not selling Adams, come the 26th, 27th of January, that they might have said, we're planning on punishing you if you don't sell Adams, by the way.
I think it's been summed up by Dave Twine, who has posted a link to www.efl.com, more governance, EFL rules, regulations, Appendix 5, financial fair play regulations. There's a link there if you want to have a look. I've read through this, but I cannot see where it says you have to sell players.
Exactly. There is no legal standing where they in a court of law where they could fight the case that we had to sell our player. No way in a million years would they be able to do that.
And Ray Mainstand Hogbro, no reason why Blues can't get sponsorship for the other stands to bring in extra income.
Exactly. I mean, how much? Seriously, how much
That's his name from now on.
How much would Ray have had to have paid to sponsor that main stand to become the Ray Hobro main stand?
How much would you put up?
I mean, honestly, how much has he paid for that?
No, exactly. Yeah,
he has paid. Loaded.
He has paid for it.
Of course, he has.
How much did he pay for his deck chairs? But
he gets his pies free every week. That's what his payment is for.
And also from Dave Twine, Bolton can't pay their players, but signed another 2 last week.
Exactly. Well said. Do you know, every time we have this FFP chat, I keep forgetting about bloody Bolton. Yeah. They can't even
talking about it. Let's just sneak the.
They haven't paid their players on time once in 7 months, and they're allowed to go and get 2 more players in. But this is the analogy that was going around on Twitter. You've got one guy who goes into a restaurant, spends a stupid amount of money and pays it on his credit card and leaves, and then another guy comes in, spends the same stupid amount of money, doesn't pay and walks out. Which is the one in trouble? The guy who's paid it on the credit card somehow ends up in trouble, and the other guy could go into a restaurant next door and spend a bit more and not pay.
Great analogy.
Hundreds of comments coming in. Kev Kelly, EFL
yes!
into 21st century and
ring that bell.
Independent governing body.
1-1.
All right, okay. I knew you was going to say that.
Go on, the Hammers.
Who cares?
I care.
Why?
Because there is as much as we want to have a pop at Villa fans on this show. Liverpool winning the league would be the most unbearable situation for any football fan in this country. I cannot even imagine how awful Liverpool fans will be if they win the league.
So as any football
anybody else can win that league apart from them.
Gregory wants to know if we've got a Valentine's special next week.
What would you like us to do?
Yeah,
it's on a Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
It's only the 7th.
What is it today? The
11th.
4th.
Oh,
so it'd be the 11th.
Yeah,
so it'd be Valentine's Day is the Thursday. Are you asking for a special on Thursday? Where we all come in and talk about the things we love.
We all bring our spouses in.
And Kevin Kelly says, "Crikey, Nick, you had a hard paper round for 57. To be honest with you, I genuinely did, and I used to deliver papers,
When
Kevin
you finished
Kelly,
it last week.
to Ian Danter's house. Ian Danter's dad,
Yeah.
who lived in Warwick. Yeah, there you
I was
go.
watching earlier.
Project Fear by the Press.
Calm down, says Corgill in a Liverpool accent.
God, blimey, look, these comments are absolutely hundreds and hundreds. I can't read them all. I'm sure
I agree
that-
with Mr. Fun over Liverpool winning the league. Says
I can't even bear the thought of it. Please, Man City or Spurs, just go and win it.
Dave Curry absolutely agrees with you. Howard Gales on your friends list is not bad enough.
Yeah,
I don't care.
friend of the
I
show.
absolutely agree with Mr. Fun. Mr. Fun. I love hotter chocolate from
Yeah,
Benji
thank you,
Smith.
Benji.
Benji.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Far too early for that nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely. 15 minutes to go yet. Not much news from the ladies' camp this week, dude.
No, so we were due to play Yeovil
That's why I didn't start
away.
up front.
Yeah, we were due to play Yeovil away in the FA Cup yesterday, but with the weather, it was postponed. So that fixture will now be played next Sunday. The draw for the next round was made today, and we will face the winner of Reading or Keynsham Town, which will be Reading in the next round away from home. So, assuming we beat Yeovil away, it'll be Reading away in the next round. So then we got the FA Cup game against Yeovil is next week, which means that Everton away, which was the league game, has to be rearranged. So lots of rearranging to be done because of the weather, and a busy schedule as it is gets even busier. Trying to fit every game in here and there makes it difficult.
Okay.
Sorry, Aaron Gullis says, can we please read one of his comments? So I thought we'd
Who?
read Aaron.
What? I tell you what.
So I thought we read
No,
three
he's
comments.
got to earn it.
They're quite good, actually. Well, not really, but yeah.
Are you just giving it him
Yeah.
without?
What's the matter with
He
you
hasn't
today?
even got to earn.
What's the
He hasn't
matter
even
with
got to earn the right to have a comment read out.
Jesus Christ! Oh, man. I'm not going to do it now.
Tell you what, he's a lucky boy. He's a lucky boy.
Yeah, no, do it out of spite. Go on, do
Question
it.
1. How much do we owe to satisfy FFP? Good question.
Don't know.
No idea.
I think we're about 20 million over.
39 million, I thought, wasn't it? No.
That was this year's loss, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't
So I
know.
think over the course of the 3 years, I think we're about 20 million over. So we need to recoup that. I think roughly.
Okay.
Okay.
Question 2.
Question number 2. Can you just read one of my comments, please?
Yes, we are.
Question 3?
Yes.
We'll move on from that one.
Question 3. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. There we go.
What a waste of time.
Steve Portland's messaged me, and he wants me to please say thank you to Jamie. Let's get that back again. Oh, no. Why has it gone? Oh, no, it's all right. Another message just come through. Please say thank you to Jamie Teagle and his team for raising £400 for Accessi Blues via a quiz and auction night. He's planning another one for near to the tail end of the season. Details will be available once confirmed. Hope we can have a few of your listeners, viewers there. So that's a thank you to Jamie Teagle and his team for raising £400 for Accessi Blues via a quiz and auction night. Well done to all involved.
Well done.
Well done. Well done. Well done indeed. All right. Competition time, please, Mrs. Brown.
Oh, yeah, coming up.
Yep.
Okay.
Pete Taylor says, out of curiosity, how tall is Mr. Fun? Apparently, well,
Apparently.
I was
In high heels.
yeah, I was spotted on a fellow
Porn film.
No.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, I was spotted on a fellow broadcasting's
Oh, yes, we heard about this.
website
Yes, heard about this.
piece where I was asked for my views on the game.
Yeah.
And it was online, and then a few people saw it, and then Pete Taylor says, "Look to unit on the Mail interview after the game." 6'2".
In high heels.
6'2".
6'2".
You're 6'2".
I am 6'2".
Oh, yeah. I used to be 6'2".
He doesn't look 6'2" when he stands up.
6'2".
He's got his high heels on.
So what was this rival show that you were on that I've been told
It wasn't a
about?
rival
It says
show.
not
It
to have him
was
back on.
a young man who works for the Home Mile.
Oh, yeah.
Came up to me and said, "Can I just ask you your view on the game?" Asked me a question. I gave him my answer, and that was that.
Did you
and
say,
Brian
"Do you know
Dick,
who I am?"
Brian Dick, our friend from the Home Mile,
Oh, yeah.
Brian Dick,
Friend of the show.
pointed it out on Twitter that I'd made the cut, and was impressed with my footballing knowledge actually,
Right,
which
okay.
surprised me because he's been in a few times. So
Yeah.
should have known really,
Forgot.
shouldn't he? But
Jesse's saying was £17 million over.
yeah, well,
So
yeah,
that's quite a sizable
roughly.
chunk of money,
It was
isn't
more
it?
than that, to be honest.
How can we recoup that then? What's the rules? Do you know?
Well, you have to make a profit. You have to make a £17 million profit, and then you'll be all right.
I can only read some of them out, I'm afraid. So.
How can you want West Ham to win after we had Autumn up thrown at us last month from Kevin?
Because I remember being in the Millennium Stadium in 2001 as we were robbed by Liverpool in the Worthington Cup final, and I've never forgiven them from that moment. And their fans are just horrible, vile, self-entitled pieces of work.
That was David Ellery that robbed us.
Oh, so no blame whatsoever on
Well, yes,
on Liverpool
Yeah,
at all.
The referee didn't give that penalty. Clear penalty.
Yeah.
You'll never see a clearer one ever.
Uh-huh.
Right? And Mr. Ellery, we can't possibly have Birmingham City in Europe.
Well, that's a different matter.
I have got to say
altogether.
one thing, and that is Liverpool at Anfield is probably the most horriblest place I've ever been
Yeah,
to in
it's,
my life.
it's not great.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I've been 3 times and I've yet
Yeah, I've
to.
been twice.
I've yet to
Never
feel
gone.
the great atmosphere that everybody raves on
I
about.
can't wait to get out.
Yeah.
Horrible place.
Going back to finances again, Gregory Beasley. A couple of years ago, Liverpool owed more than Woolworths, who went bust, and Liverpool were able to pay somebody £100,000 a week and spend £35 million on a player. No embargo for them.
Yeah, but that's owing. That's what they owe. That's not profit and sustainability, which is where the rules come into play.
And Pete Taylor just wants to know how tall you are so we can get the right size parachute.
Wow. 3'4".
Glad you said parachute.
Yeah, competition, mister. Instead of drinking beer. Dear me.
He's getting there.
It's only drink out.
It's supposed to be a professional show, this. And there he is, drinking beer and belching.
Ray Hobro.
Ray
Ray Hobro says, get rid of the 2 senior outcast keepers and that would help financially. Yeah, wouldn't it just?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just? Wouldn't it just?
And the winner is...
Chris Pugh.
Chris Pugh.
It's Ray Price.
I thought he was going to say Ray Maidstone Hobro
No,
I
no,
really did. Grand stuff. Right,
Ray Price won it.
Almost time to go again. What's going on? Right, mister. We've got Queen's Park Rangers away on Saturday. Predictions, please.
Now, before the Forest game, I was speaking to my friend Tom, and we went the Forest game, QPR game, Bolton game, and I said anywhere between 5 and 7 points, and I'd take that very happily. We've got 3 from Forest. I think we should get 3 from Bolton, which means that if we get 1 from QPR, I'll take it. So I will go 1-1. But I think we're capable of going there and winning. But I will go 1-1.
Okay. Mrs. Brown.
Yes?
Prediction.
For QPR.
Sorry, I was watching something else.
He was drunk.
No, I'm watching something else.
Nigel Mann 2-0 Blues. Gregory's going 1-2 Blues. 4-1 Blues. Stephen Gill.
2-0 Blues.
2-0 Blues from Mrs. Brown. 0-1 Queen's Park Rangers beat Bolton. 3-0 from Paul Gill. Rarely get anything out of Queen's Park. 2-0 again.
Hasn't been a happy hunting ground for us lately, but
I just won't go for the price. The price of the ticket is stupid. 32
Yeah.
quid. I'm not paying that to watch a game of football.
yeah.
The keepers won't go. They won't get their wages elsewhere from Steve Portman. QPR will shut the
Very sure.
It's coming through so fast I can't keep it still. QPR will shut the shop again. We don't have enough to get through them like what happened at home. You never know. Cough cough QPR. Cough cough caption winner from Daniel O'Sullivan. Oh,
Who was the caption winner by any chance?
Daniel O'Sullivan.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Well done to Daniel O'Sullivan.
Daniel O'Sullivan.
For winning the caption. What was the caption, Chris? Do you remember?
The caption was, it's coming up in a bit. It was regarding Bovril and just
the beefy
carrots.
nectar.
Yeah.
The delights of the beefy nectar.
Wonderful.
Martin Svensko, utter disgrace, only giving us that upper tier. We know that we could sell it out, but the Met Police don't want.
The Met Police don't want a QPR fan and a Blues fan fighting on the pitch like what happened 3 years ago. So
yeah, there is that again, Mr. Thorne. I do agree with you. Kevin French is going 0-0.
1-1 draw, Steve.
Jez McDonald's just made up a song. He sings on his own. He sings on his own. Ray Main, stand up, bro. He sings on his own.
Sits on his own.
Oh, sits. I haven't got my glasses.
No, it should be sits. It should be
yeah.
sits on his own.
Oh, Ray's been the star of the show tonight, mate. 1-1, I'd be happy from Dave Twine. 3-1 Blues from Lindsay. Thanks for that. Steve Portman, a 1-1 draw. And Ray Price going 3-1 to the Blues.
Okay,
No.
that was. Do you want me to play that?
Yeah.
Because I think somebody just sent it, mate. This is the. This is the curler, isn't it? The save.
It's Grimes who will strike, and it's brilliantly saved by.
You can't.
Top save.
Yeah.
Just watch it again.
It's Grimes who will strike, and it's.
Oh.
Can you show it just once more?
Okay.
It's Grimes who will strike.
Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
Can you just show it once more?
Oh man.
It's Grimes who will strike, and it's brilliantly
Gone with
saved
top hand
by
or bottom hand?
Top.
I can't tell.
Top hand.
It's Grimes who will strike.
Top
Yeah,
hand.
top
Top
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
He's top-handed it. They've had him on the training ground, top-handed.
Top handed it.
Are you back now?
It's a good save.
It's a cracking save, that, isn't it? Cracking.
Mike Smith says he should have caught it. Yeah.
I don't think anybody.
They don't get taught to catch anymore, Mike.
Paul Gill says, "Can you show the first goal, Chris?"
Which game?
The ones
I think he wants Swansea's first goal.
Swansea's
I don't
first
think
goal.
that's necessary, Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
I think
Paul.
you're being a little bit playful there.
Paul, you bad puppy.
Yeah.
Bad puppy.
Yeah.
Steve Portman says that Classy Blues got an extra 40 tickets for the Queen's Park Rangers game, which is very good.
Well done.
Excellent.
Well done.
Excellent. Mark 4-3 Blues or 0-0. Not really making much out of that one.
I'll take either of those, to be fair.
Pete Taylor says it was going over.
Yeah,
across the corner.
probably, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I Camp the Salmon from Gregory Beasley, world class save from Ray Price, and
It's a good, no, it's a good save. It's not world class.
It's
good.
Pretty good.
It's good. It's a good
It's
save.
borderline world class.
It's a good save.
Come on, the guy's 4'3".
It's a good save.
no, he's quite tall, Lee Camp, isn't he? He's quite
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah.
Probably the 6 foot plus mark. Show the catch he made against Forest.
No.
And show Shay's celebration. I'm staying here. That was brilliant, Benji.
That was.
It was nice.
I'm staying here because nobody offered me more than 12 million.
But he's here.
Basically.
But he's here.
But what a way to do it though. It was his girlfriend's birthday, right?
Yeah.
And he was interviewed and asked what he did on Thursday night. He said, I just took my girlfriend out for a
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
It was a birthday. He said, we just had a normal family day, like,
Yeah.
no matter what. So I don't think he'd
That's right. And as we said at the start of the show, fair play to the board, fair play to Adams as well, because footballers' careers are short. He is young. He has got plenty of time left in his career,
and it's easy to get
but
right.
you don't know what happens. He could go into that QPR game next week and get his leg broken. That's his career gone. So, and he could never play in the Premier League. But the reality is, he is 21,
22 now.
22. He's very young. He's getting better and better as the games go by. If he keeps going as he is, he'll end up with 25-ish goals at the end of the season, and he'll be worth even more than was in this January window. If somebody wants him, come and pay the money for him. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Whatever that money will be, if he keeps scoring goals at the rate he is, he will end up in the Premier League at some point. Whether it be us or someone
Dennis
else.
is asking, can you show Mr. Fun's penalty against Dan?
That's a stunning strike. It's a stunning strike, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
That,
sounds
that crossbar's still rattling.
sounds
now.
like stunning.
interjection.
Can I just say that for the month of February, we will be highlighting Blues for All and all the fantastic stuff they do in the community. Hopefully we can get one of them in end of February.
Be nice.
Big, I know you're watching.
Yeah, but don't forget we've got Dave and Claire coming up.
We've got a massively busy February.
Busy week,
haven't we?
busy month.
So next week we've got Davo and Claire.
Yep.
And then the week after that,
Is it the West Midlands?
is it the
Police?
week after that? Or the week
No,
after?
there's a
got a gap.
might have someone in the week after that.
Oh yes, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the week after that, it'll be
We
the
may
West
even,
Midlands Police.
we may even have a surprise visit from somebody else. You don't know.
Who knows?
You don't know
You just-
who's going to come
you
in
never
with Davo
know.
and Claire. You just don't
You
know.
never know, do you?
never know.
That's the magic of it.
Never
Tilton Talk show.
know. And of course we've got the round 2 of the West Midlands Police interviews.
That's
we
at the
did
end
with
of
that.
Feb, isn't
I
it?
can't wait for that one. I'm really looking forward to that one,
I
yeah.
think that was our highest downloads as well.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
even beat Tom Ross.
Well, when you put it out on Twitter again, it got a lot of attention again, didn't it? So yeah.
Kev Kelly wants to know if I've got hot elbows, short sleeves and a body warmer in Feb. Body warmer is my trademark, that's what I'm always in, and short sleeves, I'm always in short sleeves as well, so no matter when. No
There you
matter
go
when.
then.
There you are. I don't like sleeves, I don't like long sleeves, they irritate me, so I don't wear them. That's
Irritate
answered
us
that
as well.
question. In the last 15 minutes tonight, I want you to come up with anything to do with part of a car,
Pardon?
part of a car, and a footballer. Part of a car and
On a footballer.
I'll tell you why it's part of a car, shall I, Chris? Because I had a pre-MOT done on mine yesterday, and it's passed everything apart from the emissions. It's got to have a new catalytic converter put on it. Okay?
Right, okay.
So that's why I've chosen.
I don't have to drive MOTs.
Yeah. Well, it is a reliant Robin, so you know, you're probably going to need one sooner or later.
Zola special guest, Nigel Mann.
Special pest he put, which is more accurate.
Yes, as well. Yeah, do
Which
beg
is
your pardon.
much more accurate for me.
Ian Lomas says Trevor Francis has got an
He has.
autobiography
He
coming
has.
out,
He
apparently. An autobiography. Trevor writing an autobiography.
Well, somebody else is writing it.
Lee Campervan. That's my one.
It's not part of a car.
Oh, God, he's so pedantic, isn't he?
It's not part of a car.
It's all of
That
a
is
car.
another vehicle altogether.
Yeah, that's right.
Is Lee Camp going to come and sell Mr. Fun's lap? You
more
don't,
than welcome.
You don't not like Lee Camp like you like, unlike Check and Doyle, did you?
Lee Camp is what Lee Camp is. You know, I said it earlier. He is an okay goalkeeper. He's not world class, and he's not the worst goalkeeper we've ever had. Ndoye is the worst midfielder we have ever had.
Sorry. Come think of that. I can't believe
Here
that.
they come.
I didn't
Here
think
they
I didn't
come.
think we'd get many on this one again. I'll be honest with you. Oh dear. Get JJ and Emily back on at some point. We absolutely will.
Yeah, they
Nathan,
were
don't
good.
you worry about that. With really
Who?
nice show. JJ and Em that were in last
Oh,
week.
yeah,
on
yeah,
Front
great, good
TV.
show.
Right, here we go.
She was gorgeous as well.
Very nice girl. Very nice. Wheel Grigg.
very, very
Wheel
nice
Grigg.
girl.
Yeah, that's good. That is part of a car, and Will Grigg is a footballer. Therefore, he has complemented both requirements
Stephen
of
Carr.
the
Stephen
of,
Carr. Stephen Carr.
A car is
Play-
not a part of
Oh,
a car.
sorry.
It's a car.
Oh my lord.
Will Grigg is decent. Ian Bonnet, very good.
Will Camp.
Bob Latchford.
Bob.
Hey, Bob. It's part of the car. You need to
Oh,
part of the-
no, I'm not having it.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
Kevin Kelly says he didn't think tractors had catalysts on them.
Oh, there's,
Sparky Plug Hughes.
there's always one in there.
Tyrone Mings. Peter Bonetti. Hotter exhaust.
No.
Heater on love.
Heater on love.
Good one.
Yeah. Yeah, decent.
Claude fuel injection. Leyland Duff windscreen. Jeff horsepower.
No.
Robbie Selvage.
No.
Brake Shay.
And he says Noel Blake, and I think that must be Noel Blake.
Noel Brake.
Car Jack Butland.
That's quite a good one.
That's good.
That's okay.
Tyre Gardner. Wheel Camp.
Jota Chocolate.
Jota Chocolate, obviously, yeah.
Yeah,
Gary
absolutely,
Speedometer.
Yeah.
Clutch Wilkins. Ray Clutch Wilkins. Stephen Carburettor. Aloy Shearer. Quite like that one.
Aloy Shearer's not bad.
Van Diesel. Noel Brake. Gear and Tyre.
Who's winning it so far?
No, I can't
I think Ian Bonnet.
Yeah.
Ian Bonnet is my favourite so
Dean
far, I
Windscreen
think.
Wiper. We've got Jordan Clutch. Raheem Steering Wheel.
Jordan Clutch is pretty good.
Yeah, it's clever.
Mikhail Seaton Belt.
Mikhail what?
Instead of Keith to Belt, Seaton Belt.
You've squeezed that in. I don't.
Gregory No. Barry Horn. Kima Roof.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
Gregory. Oh, Gregory. You silly Gregory.
Oh, you silly Gregory.
Mo Pedal.
Tommy Clutchinson.
Like it. Gary Brake. As in Sprake.
Yeah.
Dean Gear, as in Dean Peer.
Choke and Doy.
Stupid.
Oh, it's there. Yeah, but it's there.
What's choke? What's choke?
Choke on the... Oh, God,
Oh, you won't remember chokes, will you? You know the car with a choke?
Part of a. Surely it's got to be part of a car that's still running now.
Exactly. Look at
Shocking.
Nick's car.
No, don't. No, don't.
God, it's been that long ago, I tell you.
What's that?
Having a choke. Having a choke. in your
No, I
car.
can remember them.
Yeah, it's been that long
Book
ago.
joke out, lad. So,
Yeah. Flooding the engine.
Yeah, your
Was
carburettor flooded.
yeah, it was a
Alvin carburettor. Check indicator. Check indicator.
That's a good one.
That's not
Gary
good.
Trunk.
Well done, Mike.
Is it
Smith.
better than Ian Bonnet?
Tommy Piston. Camshaft. Camshaft, I like.
What's
It's
that?
a camshaft. Oh, it's part of the engine. Even I know that. I don't know nothing about cars. Oh, dear me.
Alvin
Oh,
carburettor.
dear
I
me.
like that one. Yeah.
Check indicator.
That's a good one. Check indicator. Oh,
Alvin carburettor.
I like it that much. It's made me want to go for a week.
Liam dashboard.
I don't think I've seen better than
Oh, God, my
Ian
face
Bonnet,
is
though.
hurting.
That's the trouble.
Oh, my face is actually hurting. Who do you say were Steve Cottrell or Zola? I say Cottrell because at least Zola went for it. Good question. James trying to bring the show back to normality.
I know, yeah. Thank you ever so much, James, for your question, which just about saved us. Zola, I think they're both equally as incompetent in terms of what they were trying to do with the players they had available to them. But in Zola's defence, he's come in with an idea, and he's come in, and the board have probably told him to try and change the way we play, and he just couldn't do it with the players he had available to him. But there was no malice to what he was doing. The arrogance and the egotistical nature of Steve Cottrell makes him the worst manager I've experienced at Blues by a long way. His incompetence tactically and his arrogance topped it off. So, yeah, comfortably the worst, Cottrell.
Yeah, Liam Dashcam.
Dashcam,
No.
Adrian Green says Michael Seaton Belt. I do like that. And check indicator are the best ones.
Oh, they've got to be.
Check indicator. I don't suppose I'd be adverse to giving it to check indicator, to be fair. Seaton Belt is...
It's pretty clever.
It's squeezed in.
We've got Peter Odom Wingy.
Where's that?
Peter Odom Wingy.
No, I don't like it.
Lindsay says James Beattie. I know it's not a part, but it's all I've got.
James Beattie?
People are just putting car names now to footballers' names.
Oh, blimey.
What's James Beattie?
Ooh.
Is it Beetle? No.
I can't even see that one.
Okay, it's gone. It's coming through so fast again.
Stephen Gill agrees with
Oh,
Chris.
it is James Beatle.
I've got my glasses on tonight, so that's quite good then. Quite good.
So Chris Cottrell is the worst manager ever, says
Steve Cottrell.
Steve Cottrell is the worst manager ever.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee Dipstick Camp.
No, that's not nice.
No, that's not nice at all, is it?
It's not nice. Might even get a red card for that. Have we still got the red
I have,
card?
yeah, it's on
Nigel
another
Carwell
page.
instead of Gleghorn.
Yeah, no.
No, you can have this one instead.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Tyrone Wings Mirror. Nicola Lockwoodson. Agree with Steve. Agree with Chris. Steve Cottrell is the worst manager ever. Oh golly. DJ Campbell. Campbell.
Campbell.
DJ
Campbell.
Campbell.
Ah,
That's
yeah,
quite clever.
Yeah,
Barry
clever
Thorne.
one. Awful.
What is the situation where Chet Keita is asking Carl Field? Do you know?
I think he's back out on loan, isn't he?
Yeah.
His contract might be up as well, but
think
at the
it's
end of
up
the
as well,
season,
isn't
so I don't think we'll see him again.
So there you are. Shame that one didn't work actually.
Yeah, a lot of people.
David Speedy. If you'd have put ometer on the back of that John Smith, I'd have liked that. David Speedy ometer.
Stan Hazard readers.
Eden Hazard lights.
Ah.
Hot Blatch.
Kevin Kelly says Chris Peugeot, which because he's put my name in it, I like it.
Ah, that's clever. Clever.
Rowan Bind you Winterstone.
No.
Okay, what about 15 minutes that was? Oh, 5-2, 4 minutes too.
Yeah.
Oi, 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 oi. By the time we meet again, we'd have played another 2 games, wouldn't we?
One. Just QPR.
Yeah, of course. Right, okay, I'm getting mixed up with the Tuesday. You got tickets for the Bottom Wanderers then?
Well, I got a season
You
ticket,
got
so
season
yeah.
ticket,
yeah.
right. I've got mine up in block 39. There was 5 tickets left, 2 of them together. Those are the 2 that I got.
Right.
So that left 3, and that was on the night that we played Swansea.
Okay.
So it was looking
not many left.
Looking very, very full all over.
Good. It's an indicator of what they can do with good pricing structures and things like that. So fair play to the club again for if it's a decent crowd, then it makes it worthwhile, doesn't it? Putting those prices up.
Yeah, but the difference is between what's it, £10 for a ticket for that and £32 for a ticket for going away.
Yeah. It
20,
makes a
22
difference, doesn't it?
pounds.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
My computer's decided to flip out. That's it. It's gone. Oh no, it's back again. No,
Paul Gill says I'm not a footballer, so I'm breaking my own rule with that one. And that
in respect to what?
with the Chris Peugeot, the fact that I liked that one, I can't argue with it. He's absolutely spot on. I've made a terrible mistake, therefore I don't like it because I'm not breaking my own rules. So you're right, Paul. I apologise. David De Gea from Paul Hipkiss.
Ah, clever.
Yeah.
De Gea.
Yeah, it's quite like that one.
Don't go by the online sales guys because it's horseradish, says Wayne Merricks.
Oh, somebody else said horseradish.
Horseradish?
Yeah.
What for?
You said that.
For
earlier, didn't
tickets,
you?
for tickets, I did.
You did, yeah.
I did.
I'm not
And you know, I'm quite glad that horseradish is making a little bit of a surge tonight.
Yeah.
What's it? Go on, explain.
So he's saying
What's that hot
when
sauce
you look
that
on the online ticketing,
Yeah.
apparently Wayne is suggesting that that's not a fair indication of the actual ticket sales.
Why, when all the seats are blanked out?
I don't know. But that's what Wayne Merricks is saying. If Wayne could clarify, then...
Alan Ball joint.
I thought we'd give it to check indicator.
Just reading the stragglers. Oh dear. Kev Kelly says definitely the board should consider 2 5 and 10 year season tickets. Bring something forward. Kevin Kelly, could you answer me a question? Could you afford to go out and buy a 10-year season ticket?
I bet Kevin
No.
Kelly would.
Oh, Kevin Kelly could, yeah.
Is he
I
rich?
bet Kevin Kelly
loaded?
could.
Ultimately, yeah.
Oh, I bet Kevin Kelly could buy us 3 one. All of us a 10-year season ticket.
Definitely.
For the pleasure of having to getting to listen to us every Monday night. And Tuesday night on Switch FM. 107.5.
And DAB.
And DAB.
Across Birmingham.
Yeah.
Well, this has been the Tilton Talk Show. Another Monday come and gone. Do you know what? I know it's coming up towards the end of the football season, and do you know why?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's February. It's the start of
April,
February.
May. Yeah.
Coming to the end.
Yeah, you know,
Miles left yet.
it was light when I left home at 5:20.
Right.
The first time. That was the first time there was sunlight in the sky. When I left home at 5:20. Mm-hmm.
Wayne says, I sit in block 37 and both my row and the one behind me are empty, bar the 3 seats occupied. Block 39 has been sold out online, yet loads of seats available on match days.
I hope not, because that's the reason I went there.
You'll probably be on your own. But if it's selling and selling and selling and selling, then at some point those seats must be getting filled up. Maybe they're just selling patches at a time. So they're making these ones available, and then if they sell, these ones will become available, and then these ones will become available.
Sunroof,
young
min.
Sunroof, young min. It is clever.
I don't like it.
Chris, put your clapper away from David, and God blimey, the club will only. What was that?
The club will only show what seats they want to sell. Yeah, potentially, but if the ones that they want to sell are selling, then they'll have to start releasing those ones.
Anyway, it's been fun. It's been Monday night. This is what Monday nights are made for. And of course, as Chris said, Tuesday night, 2 at 8 o'clock tomorrow night on Switch FM 107.5. You can catch us back there again, and DAB. It's always been good to spend time with you people. Thanks ever so much, Chris Pugh.
Thank you all.
Mrs. Brown. And for my good self, good night.
Good night.
Down at St Andrews, we are lost supporters of our team.